Hi, Susie Dingle's Shadow here, and my husband and I are getting ready to use a propane torch on a very weedy part of our front strip, and I wanted to just run down a few things about using one of these torches. We happen to have a weed dragon that was made in the United States. We really like it. It's worked really, really well. And a couple things to keep in mind. Do this on a day that is not windy, because you don't want any sparks flying around. A friend of ours, their house burned down a couple years ago because of that. Also, it rained last night a little bit, so that helps if you can do it on a day where you do it after the day of a rain. So no wind, maybe a little bit of moisture. I've raked off a lot of the dry stuff. There's still a few things there that are going to be igniting. Now, Dan has the torch in his hand, and he also has on boots, but he's going to stand far enough away where he doesn't have to worry too much about his pants. Definitely want to make sure, though, you don't have open-toed boots on or open-toed shoes. That's for sure. And also make sure that you don't have on floppy clothes. You don't want anything getting in the way. Now, why do I have a snow shovel and that overturned pot there? And the hose is obvious, right? You want a hose nearby because you want to have water running available. Some people use buckets. I like to have a hose running the whole time just in case we need to douse anything down. That shovel is to protect plants. That works, but also if you're by yourself, especially, it helps to have a little pot, a metal pot that you can turn over and protect your plants that you want to make sure don't get roasted. Now, the last thing is, obviously follow the instructions, but a lot of people think that they have to incinerate their plants, turn them to toast. That's not the point. You just want to pass the flamethrower over them to heat them up, the plant up enough so that their cells burst, and then they can't photosynthesize and they die over the next week or so. All right, well, I'll show you a few pictures as we go if I'm able to, but mostly I'm going to be on the job making sure that we have no catastrophes. There's our propane tank over there. Dan, are you ready to flame on?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm going to show you how we light ours. Again, you have to follow the instructions from the manufacturer. We do not use a match. We use one of those igniters. That's how we do it. Please follow the instructions. Dan is turning down the flame thrower, and he's just passing over the tops of the plants. And there's going to be some burning of the dry material in there, but he's just weakening. It's better to do it this way and then come back in later if you need to. And he's keeping it far, far away from his boots and anything else that can ignite, or plastic. We'll have to protect the plastic cap that's on the water meter that's over there. So look for all those things. That's great, Dan. He likes this job. I have the hose running right there, and it's running in a bucket. Well, I was in the bucket, fell out of the bucket. I'm keeping an eye on Dan. But I've got a bucket of water here ready to roll if need be, if we need a big dousing. If there are flames that come up like that, you just wait, you just look, and okay, there it went out. But if that were to persist for any more than a few seconds, I'd be over there with the water and dousing it out. Another safety precaution is to keep your propane tank far away from the flamethrower. That's why they have a long cord. That's about the perfect height right there, about 6 inches away. But do, again, follow the instructions. Okay, watch out for those plants to your right. We'll need to protect those, babe. I'll hold up the shovel. Here we are. my eye on all the areas where he has been to see if there's anything smoldering. Over there, there isn't. That's good. Ideally, you don't have too much smoke because that means you're burning stuff off. Better just to have, if you can, no dry material in there at all. Even with all that dry material in there, it's burning off pretty quickly. I wasn't able to get it all out. I tried. Also, you don't want to get too close to the concrete because, some people say that flamethrowing over bricks and concrete can weaken them. I am protecting the water meter, and Dan's just going to get the top of this roofing of. Wow, those plants are in there tight, aren't they? Parsley, mullein, and grass. This is the following day, and it's looking pretty toasted to me. Some of it's more charred than we had intended, but it's not going to hurt anything. And please remember that this video is only intended as a guide based upon our own experiences and is not intended to replace your own common sense or especially the manufacturer's specific instructions. So remember, you need to follow all the instructions from the manufacturer. Until next time, keep dreaming in the garden. Bye!